Hey, what's up, everyone? I posted a previous video regarding someone very close to me online. Their mother passed away, so please, before I get into this video, please keep her in your thoughts and prayers because it is really devastating her. Alright, now let's get into this video. So, I wonder if this is what is meant in the Bible when it says that it is then given breath to the image to speak. I wonder if that's what it means, giving breath to the image of the beast. Because we witness what they call the system, and then we see this AI now taking place. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually artificial intelligence or someone is controlling the algorithms over there on the computer to control and sequence out the movements and facial expressions. Now, as other people have stated on here, if you can see what they're showing here, you can imagine how far advanced they actually are. Sadly, it was just reported that they actually have a suicide booth as well. Just like on Futurama. It was a 3D printed suicide booth. You answer a few questions and then it kills you, basically. Like the assisted suicide, but through some sort of an AI thing. Alright, back to this topic. This has exponential implications that can be good or bad, but you know the system. I can see this heading in a negative direction. And the question is this what we're witnessing now with all of these robotics? We even have micro robotics. Now, I know they're using micro robotics to perform surgeries. My Nana had a knee surgery done, and she also had a hernia surgery. And her hernia surgery was performed by robots. She said it was done by robots, and they sent in cellular microbiotic robots, microscopic robotics, that performed the precision surgeries. Now, that's great for people who have insurance and who have, that's great for people who have insurance and have the ability to go to the doctors or hospitals, but those implications are fine. But then when you get into the hacking, for example, what happened today, what if our system was hacked on a wide scale? We're so vulnerable today. For example, earlier on Wednesday, an Amazon server outage caused multiple issues worldwide with problems for, I'll say Allegra, so if you have one of the devices, it doesn't trigger it, but the Amazon AI assistant, Ring, the Ring doorbells, your surveillance cameras, Disney Plus, Netflix, different streaming services, the smart cameras, smart light systems, and smart sockets, deliveries, the warehouses could not function, and flights had to be grounded because guess what? The planes were controlled by Amazon servers. So you set yourself up for a situation where all of these things are so controlled by AI and by the system of servers. Now, they did get a backup key, they did get a backup code, and get their systems back running online. That's because Amazon is so widely depended on, just like Google, that they were able to resolve the situation in a matter of hours rather than days because they had backup codes to re-unlock the servers. But, it's very vulnerable, especially given the fact that Reddit and Amazon, Flex, warehouses, delivery drivers, their vehicles went offline. Who gives a crap really about the gaming as much, because that's not like life or death. For some people, the hospitals might run on Amazon servers and things like that, communications. That's life or death for some people. Gaming, that's not life or death. But as we're so dependent on people ordering things online that they desperately need, necessities, other products that you might need, like the AI assistant to order things, people's books couldn't be accessed. Another key thing that took place, PayPal wasn't affected, but Roku, Amazon Fire TV sticks. So if you tried to use your Fire Stick during the day that day, it wouldn't work. None of the services would work because it had to go through the Amazon servers. So you probably have to go switch to a TiVo Stream 4K or something. Or they said Tinder, Roku, Coinbase, Cash App, and Venmo, and that's just to name a few. Their systems went out, and they said people could not, they could not access their certain messaging apps. They had incidents with tooling. Their services impacted were EC2, Connect, Dynamo, TimeStream, streaming services, and several Region 1 services, which is the United States, from east to west, and worldwide went down. And flights were even grounded because they could not communicate with the servers. Flights that were owned by Amazon services were grounded because loading failures and slow loading times took out significant chunks of the internet. Amazon's widespread network of data centers just went out. So it stopped many of the things that you interact with online. It shows how vulnerable we are. Creepy thought about planes suddenly just going down if they lost connection to the servers and internet connection, GPS connection, satellite connectivity. Now I know GPS, satellite, internet, they're completely different things. I understand that. One's a system of optical fiber networks, fiber optics cables that connect a network of networks of devices, smart things, smart appliances, the Internet of Things, peer-to-peer technology. They call it the Internet of Things. That's completely different. That's even though it is connected to the grid on like cell towers and stuff like that. Even though cell towers use fiber optics cables that go underground and connect to the grid, the system of systems. Every computer, every device you're using is technically a computer. The one I'm using to convey this to you right now and send it through the internet, it's going through fiber optics cables and a system of computers worldwide. That's not to be confused with satellites, even though Elon Musk did recently launch several satellites to access satellite internet to people who could not otherwise have internet, they say. And they claim that's what people saw across the skies in Tennessee. I don't know. Do I buy that? I really don't know. But look how much we've set ourselves up for a vulnerable situation. And bottom line, is this what prophetically, is this, if you want to get into prophecy, is that what they meant by bringing breath to it, bringing life to the image? Whenever they take that system, the AI, and bring life to it like a person, and then the image of it being on our screens, all of our screens worldwide. Anyway, that's just a thought of mine, and just look how vulnerable we are as a world today. How vulnerable the system is. But anyway, enough of that talk. Send your love to the person that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and your prayers, and lots going on in my life as well, and I'll share some of that in a future video. I love you all so much. Just wanted to talk a bit, and I'll keep you updated on everything, just everything going on worldwide. It's